Welcome back. If you haven't done so already, you have exactly 1 week left to file your tax return, at least on time. And there were a lot of changes after the passage of the big, beautiful bill last year. Joining us tonight to talk all about what you need to know is CPA Dan Hinn. Dan, thanks so much for joining us. Last minute, we got a week out. Should people feel the pressure going into the week out before?
Yeah, this is a rough time. There was a lot of changes, especially the big changes with the senior deduction, with the tips and the overtime. And if you don't have all your documents together, some of those were going to take a lot more time to put together. So the pressure is definitely on to get it done. Fortunately, you can file an extension if you need be, but definitely the recommendation is if you have to, at least pay what you can pay by that time next week.
Does an extension cost people any money if they need to file to get that extra time?
No, you actually can file the extension, and you could file it without a payment due. It's recommended that if you're going to owe, then yes, definitely file it with that payment amount so that you don't have additional penalties and interest subsequent to. And it buys you more time because you then have up till October 15th. And hopefully, I wouldn't recommend procrastinating there either.
Yeah, year in and year out, we always look at these new changes that are coming upon us. How important is it to, even right now, if you know something's going to impact your taxes for next year, to go ahead and file it away somewhere?
Yes, it's definitely important. And even from the standpoint of preparing for the actual tax effect of that. We were just talking with somebody here recently that just said they had taken money out of their retirement account and they were fortunate enough to take the money and set it aside, a good chunk of money. It was a $34,000 distribution from the retirement, and $12,000 set aside should cover it, as opposed to having federal withholding taken directly at the source. So either one would be helpful in that situation, but planning ahead is definitely the best thing to do.
A lot of people get excited when they see those big tax returns come in, but what should they know during the year to try and, because hitting zero is probably the goal for most people, or should be.
Right. Yeah. I learned long ago that some people use it as a savings plan, and for those people, sometimes it can be helpful for them. But in general, if you find that you're way overpaid, because sometimes that causes the IRS problems in delaying those refunds if they're too big. So it's always best to try and get it as close to zero as possible. So go and adjust your W-4 form, make less estimated payments, or some combination of the two is the best thing to try and do and figure that out.
There is free help out there for people. What resources should people lean on to try and do this on their own, and when do they need to turn to a professional?
Well, the IRS funds the VITA, the Volunteer Income Tax Association, for people who have lower income. So there are free resources there. There's plenty of stuff online. And if you use the likes of the AI, be careful with what the advice it gives you, as well as, I would say, stay away from the TikTok advice. That's the kind of thing that can get you in trouble. But when you find yourself at a point where you're either making significant money or you're looking at big life changes, like going into retirement, starting your own business, those are two big situations where you want to make sure you're talking to a professional and get it right from the get-go, because there's a lot of changes that can occur that, like you're going from a W-2 to being self-employed. There can be a big kick in the pants there if you don't prepare for the taxes properly.
A lot of people leaning on that AI and TikTok, and they need to talk to somebody for real.
Yeah, no, I had a conversation with another columnist in regard to, she gave me like 7 different things, that TikTok advice that people were giving out there, and it's like, most of my answers were, yes, that could be possible, but it depends. There's a lot of facts and circumstances that go into that. So just be careful where you get your advice from.
Don't want to cost yourself any money. Dan Hinn, certified CPA down in Brevard County. Look him up. He will be there to help you out. Dan, thanks so much for coming in.
Not a problem. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Summer, back over to you.